does your intuition want you to know at this time? Hello, I'm Amy, I'm a Reiki Master and Intuitive. And alright, so we hardly shuffled. Like, we barely even shuffled yet. I forgot to do a pre-shuffle. But what does your intuition want you to know? I hold you're guarded for no reason. Anything else? I'm going to put these back because we did forget to do a pre-shuffle. Alright. What does your intuition want you to know? Alright, well, they still wanted those cards to come out. The Lovers and the Six of Cups. There's a feel about your past is what I'm getting, but I'm getting that the relationships coming into your life, and I'm getting a big sense around home and family here. So this could even be friends too, and I don't really want to make this a romantic love reading, but I'm getting that like your partner, your family, and just your home life, there's a feel of it being not peaceful here. Because 1666 is a big number for you at this time. Scorpio energy, Gemini energy, Sagittarius. I hold that maybe you grew up in a house of divorce or a house of lots of chaos, and you're afraid that if you want to create a family or be in a relationship, that it would be similar to that, or it would lead to some sort of unhappiness. But I'm getting that is just a mindset change you need to make. So that mindset with the Seven of Wands and the Reverse, you don't really want to fight. Like, you don't want, it's like you don't even want to try because you're scared of the Nine of Wands. You're kind of being stubborn about it, or there's something about maybe unconsciously you're stubborn about this. And then the Emperor came out, so there's like an ego. I don't want to associate the Emperor card with an ego energy, but sometimes it can. But I'm getting something about you being in like a masculine energy right now, and that doesn't have to be gender specific. The masculine energy talks about being in charge, being very forward with things, I don't want to say being guarded, but really just being in a protector mindset. But I'm getting that your relationship dynamics are changing, because I saw the Eight of Wands and then the Page of Pentacles. What does collective need to know from their intuition, from their higher self? Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, and Tower of Reverse, and then the Strength card on the bottom. Seven of Cups on the in the reverse, and Seven of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords in the upright, Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess. Okay, so pretty much what's going on here is this is what you're meant to have, is the Four of Wands. Four of Wands talks about celebration. It can usually associate with like a wedding, like a big celebration of some sort. It doesn't have to be a wedding, but usually I think marriage long-term. I do think of a long-term outcome when I see the Four of Wands. But it really just talks about stability and just feeling at peace with something that's happened. And then we have the Queen of Cups and the Tower in the reverse. So really you're worrying for no reason. That's the big message with this, is you're worrying for no reason, because you have the Strength card, and the Seven of Cups in the reverse talks about not being confused. So I'm getting that in the future, whatever is coming in non-term for the future, it's very much a sense of stability. Even the Seven of Swords is in the reverse, and it talks about freedom. It talks about not carrying burdens that you don't need to have. And the wheel of fortune, the upright, and the high priestess really does talk about your intuition being correct when it comes to people, places, or things coming in. Well, you might think that maybe you don't deserve something good coming in, and I'm keeping this very basic because I'm really not guided to dive deep into anything specific, but they're saying that your intuition is correct when it comes to any good things coming in. I'm getting that any fears that do come up, it's just your ego trying to protect you with the Eight of Swords, because this is the only negative card I saw with the last spread I did. But the Tower is in the reverse, so I don't think there's anything to really worry about. Like, you know what you need to do. And my cat is making noise in the background, and it's kind of distracting me, so that's why I might be stuttering a little bit. Of course, it's always like the 5 minutes. I'm sitting down. Noise needs to happen, but it's okay. We're just gonna go with it. But Eight of Swords is usually talking about a trapped mindset, a trapped perspective, maybe things holding you back. But I'm getting that with all the cards surrounding it is that we're really healing from those things, and we're at least recognizing when that Eight of Swords energy is popping up. With the Seven of Swords and the reverse popping up also, it's kind of saying that they're kind of canceling each other out in a way, is what I'm getting, if that makes sense. It's kind of like an intrusive thought comes, and like, no, this is my ego, and you kind of put it away, and then you kind of calm yourself down. I do preach that, well, one, manifestation is not as hard as people think it is. Manifestation is really just acknowledging the feelings you have, both positive and negative, but really just overall keeping a mindset that everything will work out for you the way it's meant to. And that as long as you believe that you can have something for yourself, it can happen. 7-11 on the timer. But really, subliminals and affirmations are my big thing. Like, I don't think any of the extra stuff is really necessary, in my opinion. For me, I've never thought you should have to try too hard for manifestations to come in. I just think it's all about being patient, believing it's coming. Alright, I hope this helps you, and I'm sending love to you always. Bye.